Meantime, the CEOs of the leading tech and finance companies meeting with the president today to discuss ongoing cybersecurity threats. Eamon Javers has a lot more on what will be a busy afternoon. Hey, Eamon.
Carl, we just heard from Ann Neuberger. She's the White House cybersecurity advisor. She was on CNBC within the past hour talking a little bit about what to expect from this meeting with the president later on. They've got an all-star cast of characters coming to the White House today. One thing she said to watch for here is the idea that companies might make announcements about how they're going to bake in security technology into the hardware and the software that we produce. So think about that as you think about the types of companies that are coming to the White House today and what kinds of announcements they might be making later on today. She also talked a little bit about this idea of insurance and what it does and does not incentivize in the cybersecurity space. Take a listen.
Insurance incentivizes us in various safe practices, like driving a car below the speed limit or installing smoke detectors in our homes. So we're looking to see, can insurance incentivize companies to patch quickly, to do incident response in a more strategic way and share information.
So it'll be interesting to hear from the insurance companies on the back end of this meeting today. Take a look at who's going to be there. As I say, it really is an all-star list of CEOs and executives from top companies around the country, including Tim Cook of Apple, Satya Nadella of Microsoft. Alphabet's going to be there, Amazon, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Travelers, Duke Energy, Girls Who Code, focusing on that education piece of all this, because the other thing that the White House has been talking about here is the idea that there are about 500,000 cybersecurity jobs that are still vacant in this country. They need to get people trained up, educated, and in the pipeline for those cybersecurity jobs. No way to fill them with just people who are sitting on the bench right now. So a big piece of this is going to be education, training, apprenticeships, and the like. And we'll wait to see what the CEOs have to say when they emerge from the White House later on this afternoon, guys. Back over to you.
Eamon, any sense yet of whether the CEOs in the White House are on the same page as far as whether each party is doing enough to keep the country's most critical assets safe? I mean, I've heard some people say, boy, it would be nice if the federal government took more of a lead in setting standards or ensuring compliance, but it sounds like they're kind of putting that off on insurance companies, perhaps.
You know, I think that's a great question, John, and I think you'll see everybody on the same page publicly today. A lot of this has been baked in. There's been a lot of advanced planning around this, and the announcements from the companies are sort of queued up and ready to go. We'll wait to see what they are, but companies are definitely going to be making some announcements this afternoon at the request of the White House. So everyone is in, full-bore cooperation mode this morning. But you're right, there's this undercurrent of sort of resentment back and forth. The government side, generally feels like the for-profit side is putting profits over security, not focusing on this enough and being too slapdash. On the other hand, the private sector says, hey, wait a second, in some cases we're getting hit by, state-financed intelligence agencies. We can't possibly combat that. The government has to come in here and protect us more aggressively. So that's the tension that's sort of behind the scenes. Today, though, I think on the surface, everyone's going to be singing off the same song sheet here, John.
All right. Love that on the other hand. Eamon, thank you.